we are back with another React video. And the difference between this one and the last one is the face cam's on. Because, well, I have a little bit more to say about this than I did about the last one. Because the topic of this video, the video I'm reacting to, is that of Lita reintroducing the WWE Women's Championship at Wrestlemania on the pre-show, and stating that the winner of Sasha Banks versus Charlotte versus Becky Lynch, the triple threat match for the original title on the line, would be the winner of that match would be the new WWE Women's Champion. And of course, Charlotte won after a very, very, very good match and one of the better WWE women's wrestling matches in recent memory. But that is the start of things to come for the women's division in the WWE. And the first step in the right direction was dropping the moniker of a diva. Because though 9 out of 10 of you would probably not understand what's the difference between calling it the Divas division and calling it the women's division, well, most people think when you say the phrase diva, that's an insult. Because they are not all divas anymore. They're not all people like they were in the past that couldn't really wrestle and were just in the ring and had a contract with the company based on their looks rather than their in-ring ability. And I know, once again, 9 out of 10 of you would say, who cares if they don't know how to wrestle? Why would they be on a wrestling show if they don't know how to wrestle, you moron? They need to know how to wrestle just as much as the men do because they're on a wrestling show. And if they don't know how to wrestle, they don't belong in the ring. Because, once again, it is a wrestling show. And with the success of people like Ronda Rousey, with the success of the female U.S. soccer team, with those successes, it is only academic that WWE would try and find their Ronda Rousey or their female soccer player. What I mean by that is they want to cash in on the success of female athletes, which would be best for business, because not only does it give somebody new the spotlight, but overall people are more paying attention more to female athletes than they ever have before. And that is not an opinion, that's a fact. That's a fact that female athletes are getting more mainstream attention than ever before, and I accredit that to Dana White and the UFC. Does WWE and the UFC have their differences? Absolutely. But does that mean that WWE can't give the women the spotlight? No. That means that they have no reason why they can't give the women the spotlight. Am I saying that they should be put over the world title? No, because the world title is still the world title. And with who is in charge, you'll never see the women main event, even if they could, over the men, unless Hunter takes over. because he's the one who did it down in NXT, and he's the only way that it would happen up here, because Vince isn't going to let it happen. And I'm just guaranteeing that. But, back to the video, Lita doesn't call them women, does not call them divas, she calls them superstars. Because every single member of the WWE roster is a superstar. In WWE terms, they are wrestlers in everyone else's mind. Whether you're a man or a woman, you're a wrestler. It's just that what is in the front of the term wrestler. Because there is no changing the fact that, yes, there is still a difference between male and female wrestling, because you're not going to have a male versus a female on mainstream television. Yes, did Lucha do it? Lucha Underground is different wrestling. It is different wrestling. You're not going to see it in ROH, you're not going to see it in TNA, and you're sure as hell not going to see it in WWE. Different wrestling. Because there's different styles. And with the different styles come different beliefs. But I'm not going to get into that in this video, because this video is supposed to spotlight the fact that WWE made the right decision. Because the women on the roster right now are not divas. Sasha, Paige, Charlotte, Natty, Becky, Bayley, they don't fit the definition of the word diva. They don't fit the definition of that word. What they fit is the term woman. Because they are a woman's wrestler. They are the reason why, one of the many reasons why women's wrestling has taken off the way it has in the last year for the WWE. Not some lame-ass revolution. It is the fact that the fans are finally buying into the talent that WWE has finally put in their Divas division. Now if they can only put it in the tag team division too, but I'm not going to ask for too much. It has nothing to do with a revolution. It has nothing to do with MMA. It has nothing to do with the UFC. It has to do with WWE actually paying attention to the fact that if they want people to stop getting up and walking away and using the Divas match as their restroom break, then they need to invest in real talent. And not just models. Like they were. Because they single-handedly took the Divas division from Trish Stratus and Lita to the Bella Twins. And yes, though Nikki and Brie might have been pleasant to look at, they were not good to look at in the ring. Because they were an embarrassment to the division. They got better. They did get better. But they're still not that good. Well, one of them isn't. But that's just my opinion. Just because the Bellas got better does not mean you still don't have embarrassments to the division. Just ask the NXT fans when they see a certain redhead come down the rampway. Or when you see a certain blonde that you saw last night on Raw come down the rampway. On the main roster. They invested in the talent, and now the talent is paying dividends for them. Like they're supposed to. It's not about looks anymore. It's about if you can go in the ring. And that's what it's supposed to be, because if you want equality in wrestling, guess what? You have to treat both of them the same. And now it is on track for the WWE to start treating both the divisions the same. As they should. As they should. I want to know what you think on this topic. Are you happy that they brought back the WWE Women's title? Do you think that they should have maybe brought back a different title? Should they have gone to the route of TNA and change the name of the division? I'm not saying call them knockouts. I'm saying change the name of the division. Don't call them divas. Don't call them women. If you believe in that, what would you have called them? Let me know all that and more down in the comment section, and if you would like to see more videos just like this, then either you can leave a like or subscribe to the channel, because right here at Wrestling Express is the only place you can find content just like this. Till next time, later.